Well, we're talking tomatoes today, and I'm at Portland Nursery on Stark Street with Ken. And Ken, Portland Nursery is known to always have many different varieties. I think you have over 250 different kinds of tomatoes at any year, but this year we have a really cool one.
Yeah, this is something new. Alice Doyle, our friend to the south, is always coming up with the new and the innovative, and this year she sprung some grafted tomatoes on us. And while this might be new in our neck of the woods, this is something that's been in use in Europe and Japan, where most tomatoes are grafted, and increasingly on the East Coast, where the proximity to the ocean also gives them a short growing season.
Sure. Well, you know, grafted, okay, I know grafted roses, I know grafted fruit trees, so exactly what is this whole process?
Basically, a very disease-resistant and productive rootstock, in this case maxifort, is used as the base for the plant, and then a scion of whatever variety you want, especially heirlooms, because a lot of times those don't have the disease resistance of the modern varieties, and some of them can be a little stingy with the fruit production. That rootstock gives them earlier ripening, greater production, and a lot more disease resistance.
Wow, and a tomato year like this year, which is so late, this is really going to be a benefit to everyone, because it isn't too late to plant tomatoes or any vegetables, because we've lost a little bit of the season, so really this is going to just kind of catch us right up.
Absolutely. I think you can still plant some of the short varieties or bigger plants in other tomatoes as well, but with these grafts you'll get to production that much quicker.
And I noticed that there's some that just have a single plant in it, and this has two.
We do have some, and I think that's an especially nice payoff for the folks who have the smaller space.
Sure.
A little opportunity to have a couple of different varieties, and again, with the increased vigor in that rootstock, you should be able to get good production on both of those scions.
Right, and so now do we have to plant this any differently? Because like when I plant a regular tomato, I plant it deeper.
Right. Couple of things. You definitely don't want to bury the graft where the dirt is in the pot. That's where you want it to be in, relative to the surrounding soil. You also want to be especially careful to stake the plant or support it in some way, because if the plant flops a little bit, that top scion portion contacts and starts to root, you lose all the advantage.
Okay.
Also, you don't want the graft to break, so a little extra support, especially early on, is an important thing.
So I see you have set up too. You can do it in containers. So really in the garden, raised bed or just garden, or in a container with a cage or a stake.
Absolutely.
Oh man, I just think that this is just innovative. Alice Doyle at Log House Plants is always coming up with something interesting. So this year, this is going to be a star. And please come out to Portland Nursery and ask the staff about how to plant these grafted. Check out the varieties. We just have a few here for display, but you really have a lot to choose from.
Thank you, Judy.
Well, thank you.